So I might have gone to Joann's today. Hey cuties, Lady Aether here, and it is time for the March vlog. It's setting up for stream right now. Well, I'm set up. Technically, stream has started, and I'll get you a little snippet of what we're doing to throw into the video later. But anyway, thank you so much for clicking onto my video of all the videos. I hope that you enjoy the rest and that you stick around to watch the whole thing, maybe leave a comment, subscribe, you know, the whole YouTube dealio. Okay, I'm sure you're wondering why we're looking at a wall. Well, my dear friends, it's because I'm about to show you something embarrassing. Embarrassing, but potentially relatable? And that is this room. That is my studio slash office. As you can see, it's pretty chaos. There's stuff everywhere. There are piles, things are stacked. The shelves never really became nice. There's like pet beds and all kinds of stuff going on in here. My goal over the course of this month is to get this not only clean and organized, but functional. Keyword being functional. I attribute some of this mess, to be fair, to me moving all of this stuff and having to make room for it, including my PC. It was down there. But we're not going to talk about how dirty the floor is right now. What we're going to do is focus on the fact that we're moving forward. We're being vulnerable. We're going to clean up in here. Will I film all of it? No. Will I film some of it? Maybe. You'll just have to keep watching. Okay, so I'm making this thing, this like sun catcher thing for my window, because when I made the skull, I became very obsessed with all the sparkly prism things. So stay tuned for more on that. So this is about as done as I was able to get this for now. It was getting pretty heavy, so it's up on the window. Okay, so obviously things have not improved much yet. So today I'm going to film some of me tidying up in here, because I need it, and I figure if I'm recording it, it's a good way to be held accountable. So get ready for a little time lapse of me cleaning up. So I figured while this like speed through cleanup kind of clip plays, I would explain the clips that are about to come up and what I'm even talking about in those clips. Because what I thought I recorded actually explaining this project and showing you the initial sketch, I can't find. So we're gonna do it now. I am planning on taking part in this local art event called the You Aren't Alone Project's live art event. And what that is, and here's some of my old other paintings, just a little, because they were sitting in the room. Anyway, what that is the You Aren't Alone Project is what it sounds like. It's this mental health focused, locally founded nonprofit with a focus on letting people know that they're not alone in their mental health struggles and wins, and providing resources and support and a community around that. It's with a big focus on creativity as a good medium for coping and working through. The live art event happens once a year. I've participated twice, and I'm hoping to again this year. I applied, but they haven't sent out notice of who got in yet. My piece this year is going to be of a great blue heron that is cutting its own flight feathers off. And my thought behind that is that so often we're so afraid of failure and the what if I fail, what if it goes wrong, what if I embarrass myself, that we don't stop to think, what if I succeed? What if it goes well? What if this opens doors for me, right? And I think that's something that's like so many people deal with, and it should be relatable, I think, and something that not a lot of people talk about. So I'm hoping it'll make sense when you see the sketch and the beginning processes of the painting. And you'll be seeing those soon. So let's wrap up this cleaning and get into that. If you know watercolor, you immediately know what I'm doing today. But on today's stream, I am going to be maybe starting my entry for the art show. So I'm going to show you how I prep my paints. Also, yes, I do have a lot of palettes. I mix a lot of colors. I make a big mess. This one's new, and I didn't realize it was from Italy. But I love these little, like, weird bubbly ones a lot. But honestly, a while before I start painting, I spray down my paints. And these are the Gonzai Tombi Koreteke watercolor pans. I did put them into this metal tin because they come in a cardboard box and watercolor is wet. So as I work, I'm going to go through and wet the palettes as well. One of the cool things about watercolors is that you can reuse them on the palette. So that's why these palettes look so gross. Because these are colors that could be used and the pigment won't go to waste. Just as a reminder, there go all the brushes. This is the sketch for my event entry. You can see the heron here chopping their wings off. I do think I'm gonna chop this wing here as if it's already been done, so you'll see that later. And I think I'm going to record some of this today so it can go in the video. But yeah, just getting set up for stream. I'm actually running a little late, but we'll be streaming today. Okay, I got the watercolor paper taped down all around the edges, and now we are working on putting some charcoal on the back of the sketch, and I'm doing it on top of the watercolor pad so that there aren't indents from me doing this. So you can see I'm putting charcoal on the back so that way we can trace onto the watercolor paper. So I'll get a little bit of this and then we'll check in when I'm doing the tracing as well. Alright, we're all traced up. As you can see, I went over it with a pink pen just so I could see where I traced. And I did go ahead and chop the wing right here. So now we're going to peel these corners up and see how it came out. It does make me nervous. This tape is not the kindest to paper. Aha! We have a very pale sketch. I don't know if you can even see it on camera, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too dark. So, cool. That worked. Okay, so we did some doodling. I'm thinking this might be the background idea I go with. I'm still sitting with it. I'm not entirely sure yet because it is pretty direct. It's like a small scale test comparatively. I think what I'm going to do is start with the heron, focus on getting that done, think about the background as we go, and I'll see from there. The transferred outline is pretty light, like I can barely see it in person too. So I am going to go over it with a watercolor pencil. So see you when that's done. Alrighty, here we go. I redid the sketch with a watercolor pencil. Some parts are a little rough because it's just for the sake of being able to see. But again, here's our reference. You can see some of the shapes are a little funky and rough. But I was tracing the barely there lines. So on to paint. As I start this painting process for this piece, I wanted to talk a bit more about what it means to me and what art means to me in general, and kind of like what I'm trying to do and what it does for me and has done for me. And in this particular case, I'm trying to, especially for, the concept of the show, communicate that not only am I afraid to try and to take risks and to do more to reach my goals or even have goals in the first place, but also that it's not a unique feeling, and that if other people are feeling that way, they're not alone in that. And in a lot of my works, not all of them, obviously, some are just for fun, some are for practice, but in a lot of my works I am trying to communicate a feeling that is hard enough to put into words, not to mention into some kind of visual medium. It took a long time for me to really settle on this concept specifically and to hone in on what it was I was trying to say with the piece, because I had so many different rambling thoughts going on in my head. One of the big things that I've been trying to sort of capture and rolling around in my brain and trying to figure out is the fact that I have a really hard time even just being comfortable, if that makes sense. It's almost like the feeling that at any given time the rug might be pulled out from under you, but almost all the time. I originally had this idea of trying to illustrate the inability to lean into comfort, to let go and actually settle in. which I was also having a hard time with. I was considering all kinds of like illustrative like harnesses or creatures that like hang from things, or like defensive mechanisms being used in places that should be comfortable. But as I worked through that idea and talked more with people, I think it did come down to more of like a fear of failure, fear of things going wrong, right? And the fact that that does limit me from seeking joy and from trusting that I am deserving of joy. In whatever form that may be: love, success, comfort, stability. But the fact of the matter is, each of us, all of us, have these feelings, but we're all still deserving of love. We're all still deserving of happiness. The fact that we feel poorly towards ourselves because we know ourselves so deeply, we see our flaws, we're faced with them on a daily basis, on a minute-by-minute basis, we sit with them, we live with them, does not mean that we are not deserving. Everyone has those things. And it's so easy to look at other people and look at everyone's lives, and especially with social media, and to think, why can't I just be like that? Why can't I be happy? Like, what is wrong with me? But the truth is, we're all struggling with that same thing. And I just, as much as possible, want to open the door to having those conversations and to making sure people know that they're not alone. And I think so often what keeps us from having those conversations and from being honest and from taking that step out is that we do think we're isolated in that feeling and in that experience. So I want to tell you right now, you're not alone. I'm here with you. You're deserving of love. I'm deserving of love. And you are loved. And you're wonderful. Go do something that makes you smile today. Whether it be for me, or for you, or for someone in your life. Just find a glimmer. Find a glimmer. Well, hello. As some of you may know already, Joann's is going out of business. So most things in the store are anywhere from like 20 to 30 to 40% off. So I might have gone to Joann's today. And I'm gonna film a little haul for you. Also, I'm wearing my Artsy Mad Woman shirt. I love you to absolute death. I'm gonna change the camera angles and come back to you. Okay, so right off the jump, you can see I got a couple of picture frames. These are for the art event art, because I wasn't sure which size to get. Stick those down here. Also, my sister likes unicorns, and so I got her this unicorn blanket thing. Just cute. There you go, now you can see it. Just a little cute guy. My dog wants it, of course, because it's a stuffed animal. And the other like big thing I got is this plant stand. So now I can get that out of the way too. Come because, as you know, I have a lot of plants. Also got a glass cloche with a wood bottom. The bottom can probably be stained or painted as well. So that's cool, it's exciting. Protect some things, assuming I don't drop it. I got a flat of 98 mini canvases. I figured those will make nice gifts and things for art events. And let's get into all the little stuff. I got quite the bead haul. You can just pull out this handful of beads and I'll show them basically together. It's a bunch of like kind of iridescent style glass crystal beads. Oops. Well, that went into my paint water. Whoops. So, got some beads. Next on the list, some gold chain. I got a couple of these, just more like jewelry beading sun catcher stuff. I got a couple of these pins because I thought they were fun, and they were at the checkout. And the checkout took a long time. So, let me see what else I've got in here. It's a second pin. They had socks up at the front, and I just thought these were cute. Some of this is super random, but they have little rainbows on them. I also got these Art Smith alcohol markers. I'm not sure if they're any good, but I thought it was worth a try. My partner wanted these silicone spatulas. So this got put in here. More gold chain. Some little hearts. Little gold hearts. And then, oh, and these little star beads as well. I also got a couple of like mystery keychains because I love a blind bag. I know. More of the little gold hearts. Also, some stitch markers. And I got a few crochet hooks. They only had a few sizes, so I just got what they had because I would like to learn to crochet. And I don't own any crochet hooks. I also got some paper, some like nice thick paper. And the reason I got this was to be backdrops for photos for my website. So I got a variety. Here are the other crochet hooks. So altogether I have sizes 1.25 millimeter, 1.75 millimeter, and 2.75 millimeter. I don't know if those are what I want. We'll find out. Oh, and I also got a number 6 1 millimeter. I got a set of paintbrushes and one cake of yarn. It's just too pretty to pass up. I also got this sun catcher wind chime. It's like a rainbow with raindrops, and they tinkle together. It is glass, so I should be a bit more careful with it, but you know. And then the last couple of things are I got these packs of cardstock just to have some additional options. Some nice pretty colors. Got this pack. And then these two packs. So that should give me plenty of variety when I'm taking product photos. Somehow, all of this added up to be over $500. But I did save $313, as you can see. So, you know, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I don't want to show my card number. Okay. There's our total. Yeah, I think I got some good stuff. Should get some good value. The cashier asked if I make things and sell them, which I thought was kind of funny. I was like, oh, how can you tell? Yeah, there's my Joann's haul. I don't think we'll see any more of these anytime soon. What do you think? Did I get a good deal? Okay, so I admit it's not perfect, but it is certainly better. Still a mess over there. Less stuff here. Desk is cleared off. But, you know, I had to stop so I could stream. And on tonight's stream, I started working on these houseplant leaves with alcohol inks, all inspired by plants I actually have. I also opened Artsy Rug, which the top is a little floppy, but I can fix that. I'm not worried about that. I think just for the sake of getting this edited, this is going to be the end, y'all. I guess I should flip this around. Well, thank you so much for watching. I should have some more updates in April. Maybe I'll move to an every 2 weeks upload schedule. We'll see. And I should be able to show you more updates on the Great Blue Heron painting at that point as well. I'll be honest, I've been a little chicken to actually work on it. So I keep goofing about with other art. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you're subscribed. Please leave a like and a comment. And I hope to see y'all soon. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and that you don't forget to stay charming. Goodbye.